Aloha Aquarius, my name is BriaBogatin and welcome to White Shadow Spiritual Advising. Today we'll be doing your monthly March tarot forecast, tarot reading. You can check out your sun, moon, and or rising sign in regards to these readings, or really any placement within your birth chart of your liking to gain the guidance that you are seeking. Down below, you can find the information to my business social media pages. It's White Shadow Spiritual Advising on Facebook and Instagram. However, I'm not using the Facebook page anymore. It's just up there for reference, and you can still contact me through that platform. If you would like a reading, please message me through Facebook or Instagram. Sorry about the chickens. We have wild chickens here in Hawaii, and they just rule the island pretty much. All right. Oh, also down below, if this reading really helps you, if it really assists you, you are welcome to send me a tip or a donation. Yeah, to help support me and my page and the free content that I'm offering you guys. And thank you so much to everyone that has donated or tipped me. It is much appreciated, and I'm so grateful for it, and more grateful than I can put into words. So, but I know you can feel the energy, right? Okay. And lastly, I just wanted to give a shout out to my sister, my soul tribe, Devin, who made this beautifully wrapped crystal pendant. This is Kambamba Jasper. She is one of the best crystal wrappers that I have ever seen, and she puts so much good energy into these crystals, and she customizes them, and she also has already pre-made ones. And so her name is Devin. You can find her at Dev Meow Designs on Instagram, Facebook, and Etsy. So she does have an Etsy shop, or you can message her directly if you're interested in a specific crystal. She sends intuitively pulled oracle cards with every purchase that you make from her, and we'll even send you like little gifts in there, like another little crystal, or now she's doing like little elixir type things, and it's just the experience you get from purchasing one of her crystals is fantastic and just so much fun and amazing. So check her out. The month of March, I have been sensing since even before the year 2021 came into existence, came into our lives. And when I would tap into the energy of the month of March for however long prior to March happening, I always heard the word opportunistic. And now that we are in the month of March and I'm doing these monthly videos, every reading is talking about intentions. What are intentions? So opportunity and intention, how do those things correlate? What does that mean for you? Really reflect on the idea of intentions. I think that we tend to get very mixed up in our intentions because we're going about life, we have a specific intent that we set, before we get somewhere, or we set an intention, a month prior to where we are now. And a lot of times we get lost and we kind of lose track of that intention, or we just get so wrapped up that maybe our actions aren't fully in alignment with those intentions. So it's really important to reflect on that during this month, because intention creates opportunity, right? And this is an opportunistic month in regards to our intentions. However, we have to really ask ourselves if our actions, our thoughts, our speech, our emotions are in alignment with those intentions, even our modality. So I encourage you guys to really meditate and reflect on that during this month. Okay, Aquarius. So what I'm seeing here, just as an overview, is that there's issues with friends. It's interesting that I'm saying friends, because now I'm like, well, it could be family, but I honestly think that it is friends. You guys may have been backstabbed, or you're wondering if someone is gossiping or possibly backstabbing you, doesn't have genuine intentions, and the answer is they don't. And this is going to be a month about moving away from people like that. Maybe you have quite a few people around you that don't have the greatest of intentions, and now's the time to really see that for what it is. Honestly, what I'm feeling and sensing is that Okay, honestly, what I'm feeling from this is that Aquariuses are very detached people. They emotionally detach, and because of that, sometimes you might just let things slide because you have that I don't give a fuck attitude. And sometimes that can work to your disadvantage because you might notice that someone's acting weird, but you may be so emotionally detached from their actions or just not really care about what they're doing that someone could easily turn around and backstab you or be gossiping about you because you're just so in your own world pretty much and detached from situations in a way that could mask your intuition and your psychic senses when it comes to other people. So that's what I'm really feeling from these cards. The first one you're receiving, and I'll actually show you the first two. So the Magician and the Five of Rods. So this is where I'm getting the dynamic of friends fighting and arguing. And then the Magician card. So the Magician card is that essence of spirituality, intuitive thought, psychic senses, the subconscious mind. So yes, gut feelings are guardian angels, and you really need to pay attention to that instead of just ignoring it. There's other things going on outside of the world besides what is going on in your little bubble, and you know, this energy can burst that little bubble really quick, Aquarius, so be prepared for that this month. So the Magician card is that essence, again, of the subconscious energy, the intuitive feelings, the psychic senses. So it's really important to pay attention to what you're feeling, but also the alignment. Don't allow this stuff to throw you out of alignment. And I would even say, you know, it's interesting because lately I've been seeing the Magician card as someone trying to interfere into something. And with this imagery of, you know, he is holding up his wand, and then they're fighting in the suit of wands. This is the Five of Wands, or rods. And I feel like someone, I'm just going to say it, I wouldn't even be surprised if there was someone around you trying to almost spiritually fuck with you, emotionally fuck with you. It's either spiritually or emotionally. So what I'm seeing is either someone straight up has like put a spell on you, or it's just sending negative energy your way, or they like, you know, sprinkled a little something in the ocean to, you know, have the energy fuck with you, or someone is being emotionally manipulative. I feel like someone is watching you. I get a sense of that. I know it sounds weird and a little creepy. This month is going to be interesting, to say the least. And I feel like this person wants to keep you in a certain energy and keep you in a certain place, even a certain time period. I don't know exactly what that means, but I think that you will know what that means. But I am getting a sense that someone is spiritually fucking with you. Someone is sending negative energy out to you. They don't have good intentions, and it's causing this drama between a group of people. Now, it can be family, but I think for the most of you, it has to do with friends, and you have to move away from this. So the next card you're receiving is the Six of Swords. I'm telling you right now, Aquarius, if you have been struggling with exhaustion, anxiety, depression, mood swings, negative thoughts, weird dreams, it's because someone put an energetic attachment onto you. And whether it's something that they intentionally went to do, like they fully got a candle and lit something and lit it in regards to have negative intentions towards you, or if this person is just emotionally manipulative, you don't have to go and put a spell on someone in order to put a spell on them, if that makes sense. So for example, let's say I had a friend and I was having like obsessive feelings about this friend, or I wanted to control them or manipulate them in a way, maybe to hold them back when it comes to their progress, maybe being jealous of them if they're in a relationship or have a specific career opportunity. That is putting a negative energetic attachment and connecting a negative cord from me to that said person. So that is a spell within itself. The way that we move and operate in our everyday lives is ritualistic. Think about it. We get up and we think, you know, I put this pink sweater on today. If I wasn't feeling pink, I probably would have put, you know, blue on, which is my favorite color. I don't even really like the color pink, but I was feeling pink today, right? There is a ritualistic aspect to that, what we place our energy into. And I think that you guys are about to get a big wake-up call into that. And as an air sign, you honestly should know better, but that detachment that you guys gravitate towards is, it can cause a backlash. It can be a double-edged sword. You know, it's good to be detached in a lot of ways. You know, to live life without so many attachments can be a blessing, and to be able to do that, which a lot of people can't do, can be a blessing. But this is the other end of that sword when it comes to that. So with the Magician card, you got to protect yourself, and I feel that personally, with you as a person, that's what this is representing. Go get the black obsidian crystal. So this is something that I really like to do. Go get an evil eye necklace or something for one. But okay, so if you have sage, if you don't have sage, you need to go get sage. And Palo Santo, be careful with Palo Santo. I'm actually selling sage and Palo Santo, so if you want some, go to my pages and message me and I can ship them to you. They're blessed and everything. I honestly would be perfect for the circumstance. If you want that shit gone quick, I got you. But if you don't have sage, go get the sage. When you burn the sage and you smudge it, keep the ash, okay? So you're going to keep the sage ash and you're going to put it in, you know, a bottle or mix it in a little bowl or something. And so put it in that container or whatever. Squeeze lemon juice and salt and like a little bit of water, mix it around and bless your entire home with it. Put it on yourself. When I feel there's negative energy around me, I like to put it on my spine, because that's a lot of times where energy will leech onto is our back. You know, like stabbed in the back, right? Which, not for nothing, but you're getting the Ten of Swords card, which we will get to. But that is a really great modality to rid yourself of that negative energy. Call upon your higher power, creator, God, goddess, universe, whatever you want to call it. You know, if you have a certain deity you call on, do that. I always encourage people to call upon their higher selves first, but you need to get this energy off of you. You know, get some white candles, some black candles. That should do the job. Honestly, what I'm feeling is I don't think this person really knows what they're doing. You know, I'm kind of getting a sense of that bullshit new age TikTok witchery where they don't know what the fuck that they're doing. They just see shit and then they do it. That's honestly what I'm feeling from it. You know, if this person is a very experienced witch or Santos or whatever, it might be a little bit more difficult to get off, which I can help you with as well if that's the case. And you know, you might need to seek more so a ritual practitioner to help you with it, but I do feel this is extremely petty. I don't think this is something that, for some of you, that could happen, you know, where you might have to seek something of more ability, but the Five of Rods is extremely petty. So I feel like it's not something that's entirely serious, but it is going to be a little bit hurtful to you. And I think you're going to be a little bit upset with yourself because you just kind of let this pass you by without taking full notice of it. So the Five of Rods, this is drama, competition, nuisances, people trying to get over on someone else. I mean, look at all these people. No one is putting their rod down. No one is listening. No one is willing to compromise. So I don't know whoever's involved in this, they feed off of the chaos, and that's why this is happening. And then you're receiving the Six of Swords. This is a card of leaving and moving on, going to somewhere where you're a lot more respected, appreciated, protected, and honored. You know, you're not being honored or respected in this case. And what's going to happen is once you fully move away from this bullshit, that's when the backstabbing is going to become apparent, because I think that you're enmeshed in it and you're seeing it happen, but you're not exactly seeing how it is directed at you or affecting you. I literally just saw a big ass Merkaba in front of my phone when I looked down. So I feel you guys should be working with the energy of your own Merkaba or Merkaba. That is a sacred geometric shape. We all have one in our aura, and it expands as we ascend. So you can look more into that. I don't know if some of you are currently working with that or it's something you keep seeing, but I just saw a big ass Merkaba in front of my phone. So, there's that. All right. So, yes. So the Six of Swords, moving away from the bullshit. Once you move away from the bullshit and go somewhere where you're a lot more appreciated and loved and respected, that's when you're going to see how this person has backstabbed you, gossiped about you, and just went against you. I mean, this is a card of being backstabbed, someone going behind your back. But this card also represents things looking up. The worst has now passed. And these two cards are freeing, especially the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is things smoothing out, getting better, you know, smoother sailing, heading somewhere a lot better. Yeah, I love the Six of Swords card, but it's like, again, once you move out of that energy, you'll be able to see it a lot more clearly, because now, since you're involved in it directly, you're not seeing it clearly. And so, with the Ten of Swords, also, the clouds are clearing. Clarity is replacing the aspect of confusion. You know, things are going to become a lot more clear and honest for you, and it's again going to happen once you move away from this situation. Yes, so Ten of Swords can also speak about overcoming addiction. So I don't know if you guys are struggling with substances. If you are, I think what's happening is once you step away from that group, you know, if you're drinking too much, smoking too much weed, or whatever you might be doing, I think that if you're trying to get sober or trying to, you know, use that substance less, once you stop using it less and move away from it fully, you're going to have a very eye-opening, whatever. You're going to have a moment like that where you're able to see things a lot more clearer because there is some sort of fog around you. All right, so I'm going to end it at that, Aquarius. Many blessings to you.